Happy New Year, everybody. Today I'm following on from my first video on 2016 goal planning, the big ideas. And I said at the end of that I wanted to change, sorry, I'm just trying to get the lighting right on here, that I wanted to break down those big ideas into some SMART goals, which I have done, and I'm going to show you those. The next stage after that, which will be part 3, is I'm going to take those SMART goals and create daily, weekly, or monthly tasks that will help me attain those goals. So this is part 2 of a series of 3 probably videos. And then as I go through the year, probably on a weekly basis, because I'll be doing a little bit of financial update, general updates. I will probably do a weekly roundup of how I'm going. And this is for me so that I can be held accountable for the goals that I've set myself this year. Otherwise, I will turn back into the world's biggest procrastinator and nothing will get done. So, SMART goals, as I'm sure everybody knows, follows the mnemonic specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time bound. So basically, no fluff. They've got to be something that you can be exceedingly objective in, that there is no room for doubt about what it is that you're trying to achieve. So that is the SMART goals, and there are innumerable articles, videos and whatever about how to set a SMART goal. I'm not the world's greatest person at it. Well, in a personal world, I'm not. So anyway, here we go. So what I've done is I've created my goal plan, my SMART goals, and these are the goals that I have. So we had, let me just go back here to the original. In the first video, we had the main themes of health, wealth, and happiness. And I broke those down into 5 specific areas according to the themes. So fitness, weight, skin, diet, and sleep were under health. Debt, savings, holidays, etc. were under wealth. And then some general fun stuff, relationship building and career building under happiness. So I've taken those main ideas and I have tried to create some SMART goals. So let's start on health. So for fitness, I want to reduce my blood pressure to 120/70 plus or minus 5 by the end of June. So it's specific in that there's a specific goal about reducing blood pressure, measurable in that I have a specific figure that I am going towards, and it's time bound. Now, in regards to attainable and realistic, if I lose weight, I should naturally reduce my blood pressure. I am around about 130/80 at the moment, something like that, which is still normal-ish, but my weight's not helping. So, and I have been 110/60. I'm normally, or when I was at my fittest, I was 110/65. So I've gone up to 120/70 to give me a little bit of wiggle room. But in essence, I am trying to reduce my blood pressure. So a general level of improved level of fitness should get that blood pressure down. Weight. Reduce weight by 10 pounds per month until June, i.e. 60 pounds off, which if I am thinking about it and it also goes into, general fitness, I do have 60 pounds to lose. Now, this next one was a little bit, I suppose, it wasn't as smart. It's improved the texture of the skin. So I want to improve my facial skin by removing all dryness by the end of the month. So it's a short-term goal. My face is so dry at the moment. And I've been given various lotions and potions and stuff over Christmas. So I want to have a quick win in my goals, in my 2016 goals. So I've put a goal that I should be able to achieve by the end of the month. Diet, reduce processed food and diet to only 2 portions a week by February. Now, the reason I've given myself until February is I have to go on a business trip at the end of January, and it's to America, and I can't say that I will have all of that food being non-processed food. So that's given me a little bit of wiggle room on that, but still by the end of February, I should have that. So basically, reducing all simple carbs or complex carbs, which is the bad one. Anyway, reducing the bad carbs to only 2 portions a week, i.e. bit of levity at the weekend. And then during the week, obviously, I've got to eat healthily, and I'm going to be on my shakes because I'm trying to lose weight as well. But that just gives me a little bit of wiggle room at the weekend to allow for a break in the overall diet so that it's realistic. And that's the other part of a SMART goal. It has to be realistic. It can't be so draconian that you give up after a week. So all these are starting to sort of meld together. So by drinking a lot of water, it's going to improve my skin, which in turn will fill me up to help me lose weight, and also will therefore help reduce blood pressure. It's all going to one overall goal of becoming fitter. And then sleep. This is the big one. Attain 6 hours of uninterrupted sleep per night by the end of March. Now, if you knew me, you would know that I can wake 2 to 3 times a night, and I'm lucky if I get 4 hours a night of an uninterrupted sleep. That is a good night for me. So I'm trying to get 6 hours of uninterrupted sleep per night, and I'm going to use my Fitbit Surge in order to monitor that. So that's measurable. It's going to be measurable by the dashboard that I can use on my Fitbit. The other thing is I'm also doing 21 early days, which is getting up at 4:30 a.m. every morning and using that time wisely. And that is going to be something that I hope will help with getting the 6 hours. And I have a few other ideas. And again, when I go into the specific tasks. Now, wealth. As you'll know, I'm trying to do the Dave Ramsey baby steps. So I've given myself 5 things to achieve this year. Baby step 1 is by the end of February, I have my £1,000 emergency fund. Then I move on to baby step 2, which means I'm debt-free, excluding my mortgage, by the end of October. So obviously I'm going to have some monthly tasks in order to be able to achieve that. Then using this emergency fund plus some regular savings that I have going in at the moment, by the end of December, I should have then £2,000, because obviously I'll be using the payments I've been putting against my car loan, should be able to go then against the fully funded emergency fund. I'm not going to complete the emergency fund by the end of 2016. It's going to be by the end of probably 2017. But this is a start. This is a goal to be on baby step 3 and to be actively pursuing baby step 3 within 2016. Okay. I've promised my son a vacation for passing all his, well, I don't know whether he's going to pass his transfer test exams. I hope he is. But basically for finishing primary school. We're going back to Legoland. And get a pay rise of between 3 to 5% in February. Now, I don't know what the pay rises are. So that may not be realistic. But based on conversations with people and based on what I believe my performance to be in my first year, I don't think it is too unrealistic. So, but I've given myself a little bit of a sliding scale of somewhere between 3 to 5%. So, you know, aim high and see where you get to. Haha. And happiness then, finally. So, be in a decision-making role in my job by the end of the year. So basically, at the moment, I'm a program manager, but it is influence without authority. Not that I'm authoritarian. In fact, I'm probably the most unauthoritarian person, but I want to move into a role. So this is basically career progress. I've given myself a goal to be in a managerial stroke leadership role of some determination. It may be that my job title doesn't change, but I would like the role to change, possibly, or move into a new role. That I actually get to make some decisions as opposed to driving other people's decisions, which is what program and project management is. I love my job. I love the company who I work for, but I want to push myself. So it's a way of pushing myself further. Relationships. Spend 2 hours per week outside the house visiting people. Now, this is something I can be the most antisocial person on the planet at times. I like to go into my little, my little cave and shut myself off and basically just sort of, I do most of my job is talking to people. So sometimes I like quiet time. But anyway, I'm pushing myself to spend at least 2 hours per week outside of the house visiting people. That plays into one of the goals that I was talking about in my first video of spending more time with my best friend, spending more time with my parents, spending more time with my son as well outside of the house. I'm running quickly out of time on my camera or on my phone. So I'm going to quickly move on. The house, I'm going to try the KonMari minimalization. And basically what that does is you audit every room in your house and throw out, donate, sell, whatever it is, things that do not spark joy in your heart whenever you touch that item, whether that be clothes or personal effects or whatever it is. I really want to try and live a minimalist life, and I really want to get into that. So then crafting and planning kind of go hand in hand. Spending 4 hours a week dedicated to crafting activities. That really is just to concentrate on getting away from the TV, getting away from the computer. And then planning, ensure I am updating my planner on a regular basis throughout 2016. And that's really just using up all the planner supplies that I've been buying, keeping myself accountable for the tasks that I'm doing on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis in order to achieve my goals. So this is going to be going into my big A4 Filofax. I'm going to probably laminate it and stick it on there. But I'll be doing a smaller version into my daily planner. Oh, and I just want to show you my word of the year, because I've chosen a word of the year. Perseverance. Steady persistence in a course of action in spite of difficulties, obstacles, or discouragement. So guys, I will close this video out now and see you in part 3 for breaking down the specifics. Take care, everybody. Bye now.